anyone can be ready for back to school. But with Staples Connect, you can be more than ready. Like, I got everything on my list and saved a ton ready. Staples has everything you need and more for the new school year. Just visit your nearest Staples store or go to staplesconnect.com for inspiration.
So many choices. It's hard to decide. Luckily, when it comes to your health, Aetna makes it easy. From preventative screenings to mental health support, we've got plans that work for you. So check us out. Copyright 2021, Aetna Inc.
All right. Here we go, guys. Dun, dun,
Okay.
dun. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and dun, da, da, da. You're live.
Welcome, everybody, to the Wednesday night segment of The Outer Realm. We are so sorry. We're trying to get the guests on from the UK. StreamYard is working, but it's not working for everybody. So we are basically struggling a little bit. So anyway, we are broadcasting via Skype on the International Public Radio and the United Public Radio Network, 105.3 FM from the beautiful city of New Orleans. Big thank you to our sponsors, Folgers Coffee, whom we love a whole lot. So thank you, Folgers. Now, tonight we do have back two of our favorite people, Carl Cookson and Hamilton White of the Lost Relic Hunters. Note the new name, formerly Lost Relics of the Knights Templar. They're going to be discussing season 2 of their hit TV show, which premiered this week, and we're going to hit them up with a bunch of questions. We've had some coming in, so it's going to be a whole lot of fun. Participate in tonight's show, guys. It's going to have to be on the International Public Radio YouTube channel. We're not going to be on StreamYard, therefore we're not going to be able to see all of the other comments. So this one here only, please. So as we speak, I am going to go in and I'm going to add the guys to the call. So one moment, please. One, and we're going to get into call, add. There we go. Calling the guys. All righty. Doing this the old-fashioned way, it just feels kind of weird. Carl is unavailable. Hamilton is here.
I'm definitely here. I don't know if anybody can see me.
We can.
We
I have to go back in and catch Carl here. I probably have to get him on the other. Hold on. Nope, that's not going to work. Carl. Okay. Yeah, I have to bring him on. All right, I'm going to keep trying Carl because he wasn't coming on there. So I am sort of thinking this is the one he's on. I don't know. I'm going to try him on both. Let's see if he's on that one. Nope, not that one. Let's try this one again. Hope he didn't go and start another one.
If he's on an iPad, he has to reopen everything.
Yeah. So how are you, Hamilton?
Oh, old and tired. I've been up
Aw.
for 23 hours. I'm just at the point of falling asleep. I'm absolutely shattered.
Aw.
Aw.
Time
realistically,
difference is a thorough nuisance. I think America should convert to English time.
I agree.
Life would be much easier.
But it would be so bright out at 3 o'clock in the morning for us.
I'm trying the
dear.
newest.
Because you would have 8 a.m. We're 5 hours behind you.
Can't even do the sums. What's that?
We're right
Not-
now. It's
is that-
9:30.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah. All right.
Yeah. So at 8 o'clock in the morning for you, it's 3 a.m. for us, and we couldn't handle that sunshine that early.
Okay. I've just had a message from petting through from Carl. It says, "Still waiting on Scott."
I've tried both of his accounts.
Yeah.
I've tried. I'm going to start a video call. I'm just going to see. Yeah, I can't do it because it's created by me, so he's not. I have to know which account he's on. The guy's got two of them.
I have
The video
no
says
idea.
it's been removed by upholder. Did you post a new link yet?
Yeah, I did, but I can only post it to so many places. It won't let me
Yeah.
on them.
Okay, I'm just going to start right now. So, guys, I really do apologize here. Okay, I'm not tagged. I don't have anything from you.
I have it on the original. I changed the link on the original post. Oh,
Okay.
Carl tried to call. Did he? No. I don't know. Some white banner went up in front of me.
Well, I've just got another message come up through me, and my Skype's now disappeared. I can't see you or anything. I can see nothing at all.
I don't know where you are.
I think it might be time for a new iPhone.
I'm going to try again. Carl. Share link. Carl, let's go. New. Newest account. Hamilton, yeah, I don't know where you went. Maybe I'm just gonna. There you are. Okay, I'm on the same as before.
Your camera's
Well, log
not
out
on.
and relog. Okay, because I've tried 4 times.
Wow.
Okay, so while we're waiting for Carl, why don't we get started before Hamilton falls asleep? So Hamilton, what have you guys been up to? Oh, now I can't hear you. You've muted your mic.
I can't even see him. There you are.
Yeah, you there. How about
I can't see myself. I can see you two perfectly, but I can't see.
Don't worry about you.
Yeah, we can see you. We could definitely
You look
see
very
you.
handsome. You're fine.
I know.
You're good.
Okay, here we are again. Share a link for others to join. Okay. Add. I'm adding Carl, calling him again. So you just had your new show. Your season 2 has just aired.
Yes, I think in England it started last Monday. I think they've put 3 episodes out altogether. I think they did 2 back-to-back last week and 1 this week. Why they done it like that, I don't know. And I think it goes out on Discovery in USA either today or tomorrow. So I believe.
Wow, that's excellent.
I think, anyway. I don't know. I mean, we've been given no information whatsoever. We're just picking it up from other things that people.
There we are. Okay. I'm bouncing around between accounts going, which one are you on? So, all right.
What's happening there?
Okay,
wow.
perfect.
Yay.
Yeah. Okay. So Hamilton was just filling us in and saying that the new series is just premiered on Sky. And I know we don't have it like in the US at this point, because that's where I would see it on, American television, and I haven't seen it yet. So what's been your feedback?
Incredible, actually. Yeah, I mean, it was a bit worrying, after doing the first series was all Templar related.
Right.
And this show has got, episode 1 and 2 covers the Templars in quite in depth, and the items are Templar related, but obviously with the other episodes cover different areas. But like we said last time when we was talking to you, everything kind of overlaps and overlays, all the different periods, all the places, the same places, it's just different actors playing in them. So it's come together fantastic, the second series. We didn't get any privileges to see it really any more than, when we saw it on TV.
So that's interesting.
Yeah, we saw some of the rushes, but to actually see it as it's broadcast, as an audience participants, it was good, and I enjoyed it actually. I thought, it's quite strong. I was, because we wasn't sure whether it was going to be as strong as the first series, but the feedback that's coming in is quite unanimous that it's at least as strong as the first series.
Excellent.
Which were the first 2 episodes then? Was it Venice? What was the second one?
Well, the first one is Venice, and then
Right.
it takes us over to Istanbul, or Constantinople, as it was called.
Right.
So we're talking. Well, we can't go into too much detail because we don't want to ruin it for people who haven't seen it.
No.
Right.
No.
It's coming out, but
And season 1 hasn't even arrived in Canada yet. And Sean Williamson's videotaped it off of the TV for me to send it so I could see a few
brilliant.
clips because we don't have it yet. And he sent it to Michelle and I yesterday.
And I said, I've seen it. I've got American
Yeah, I
television.
haven't though.
I've
but
seen the
'cause
whole series.
I was
I know.
walking. I said, I don't even know what to say because I haven't seen this show. So I'm going based on all your photos and all your clips and all the information you're giving there. And your fan base is massive. And they're constantly participating in our
really
posts.
growing.
And
Yeah,
it really is.
The difference a year makes. You
I
know.
know it's a funny one because we've been out of it, and I was talking to Hamilton the other day. What you don't realise when you're doing this kind of work is you imagine before you engage in it that there's going to be this constant sort of umbilical cord between us, the broadcaster, and the production company. But everyone's busy doing their own stuff, and there isn't this amazing sort of constant connection. We keep in touch.
Nothing.
We're sort of we're satellites in a way.
Right.
So it gets lonely and cold out here sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, we've heard nothing since the day we finished filming in Barcelona. Nothing, total silence.
Well, that's just the way it is, isn't it? I mean,
it just seems very weird to me, But I mean, we only found out the broadcast dates when somebody else put some information up on the internet, didn't we? And the thing about Discovery in the USA, did you
That's
look it
normal.
up to see if it was today or tomorrow, or I know it's this week.
I was told it's a week after. I think it was Jill Harbeck that said it. It opened last week in the UK, and then 1 week later, because the Americans were on her Facebook page saying, "Well, when are we going to get to see it?" And she said it'll be on
we don't
next
have
week.
it. Yeah, it's not here
Really?
yet.
Maybe it's a couple of weeks.
I don't know because I've got the PVR set to automatically record. So I'll have to go hunt it down, like that. See what I did there? So I'll have to go hunt it down.
It's not as funny when you have to point it out, though.
I know.
I mean, I think it's also been broadcast in some of the other European countries, hasn't it? I believe.
It's coming out in the Benelux countries, I think, this week. I'm not sure whether it's the 16th or the 19th, but it's definitely coming out there. And actually, I've just come back from Sarajevo in Bosnia, and we're quite well known in these former Yugoslavian countries like Croatia, Serbia, Montenegro, and Bosnia-Herzegovina. So that's good. It's interesting. I went to a farmhouse to meet some friends, and they brought a big crowd of people to meet me, and I thought they're just coming to meet me, odd English guy, but I think they were a little bit starstruck.
Oh, that's nice.
It was nice. They were lovely people.
News to me.
That's great.
Were we subtitled then, or did somebody do a voiceover and all that?
I was just like, where the hell was I?
Can you do a Bosnian accent?
Well, I didn't even know it had been shown in all those countries.
Yeah,
I remember Sonia saying something about Bosnia, but I didn't know about the rest of them.
It's been
you
on.
have
It's
to
been
move your
on
mouth more, though.
It's even been on in Hungary and Romania.
I love Romania.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's Michelle's favorite country.
It was hard for me to leave there. I have a lot of favorite countries because I fall in love with everyone I go to, but I love Romania. Time stands still in Romania.
Those, the former Yugoslavian, the sort of Baltic kind of place are absolutely fantastic.
Oh, I bet.
And one of the brilliant things about it, and it really is, I know people easily say this when they go to places, but the people over there are so nice, and you just you just can't get treated better anywhere in the world.
Nice.
We've been on half an hour and nobody said anything about how great Folger's coffee is yet.
He's not wrong. He's not wrong.
Yeah, there we go. Right.
Hey, perfect.
Love you. Yeah.
I know. What coffee are we talking about again? Yay!
What was that? I can't hear. My speaker's off. I'm sorry.
Folgers, yeah, right. What? Did I hear right?
I don't know.
Jingle for it, couldn't we?
Oh, sing a little
They
song
have
next
one.
time, yeah.
They have one. It's the best part of waking up is Folgers in your cup, but they sing it. I'm not going to sing it because I don't get paid to sing by Joe.
No, it's very wise.
Well, I can actually sing, so there's the difference.
Oh my gosh.
Well,
Oh my
no,
gosh.
I mean, it's just a relief now. It's actually, they finished the editing, that's it. Because, I mean, it just seemed to be trying to get the last thing done, just went on and on. And
yeah, but I mean, it was massively challenging with the COVID.
Oh,
you know, it was like Pac-Man. We was in a country and there was like this big thing trying to gobble us up behind us. We just had to get the work done in that country. And next thing, that country was locking down, and we just nipped over the border into another country. And you know, next thing we're hearing rumbles off the local people saying, "Oh, the government are going to close it down." And we were lucky, you know, we got all the shots we needed in very exotic places, whilst there wasn't any film companies doing this abroad because it was too late for them. So we've actually got amazing content in a global COVID environment. And I think that was, you know, there was a bit of luck there. And also, you know, the old adage, luck favours the bold, because we went out there and thought we'll give it a shot. And we you know, we had great people working with us, and we just done it. You know, it was a bit tiring at times.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, the other thing we didn't say last time we were on is, I mean, we were over in Spain and we should have gone from Spain to Portugal. We got delayed by a day in filming because we had the minor hiccup of having all the camera equipment stolen out of the car one morning that didn't exactly...
Oh, wow, right?
And then, because we were delayed leaving Spain, the day before we were supposed to go to Portugal, Portugal changed the quarantine rules, so we then couldn't go into Portugal because we were behind schedule. So we had to completely reformat, because it was supposed to be 50% Spain, 50% Portugal, and all of a sudden we were stuck in Spain. We couldn't go up into France either.
Oh my gosh, I can't even believe it. You were stuck in freaking Spain. Let me tell you what.
Stuck in Spain in the same sentence when we've been in lockdown for 18 effing months. Really?
And he's stuck
I'd be so upset
Spain.
stuck in Spain. I'd be so upset stuck on a beach.
No.
You'll forgive
stuck
us,
at a
right?
bar.
If we're sympathetic.
Seriously. Really?
No, there's only so many tapas you can eat. You know?
Yeah, you'd be surprised. I'm little, but I can eat. I have a comment in the chat room. Mary Glenn said that the show is not in the guide for Discovery until the next 2 weeks in the USA. So it'll be in 2 weeks. Thank you, Mary Glenn.
Right.
Yeah, thank you for that.
I'm sorry, we
just don't know. Can't help.
No, well, the production should be getting a hold of you and letting you know so you can promote it. You might want to call them.
Right? Yeah.
Good idea.
Usually they send you the promo shot so that you can promote it for them. It's part of your contract.
I've never filmed with somebody that didn't send me schedules or links and say, okay, here's all when your segments are going to air. Usually, I mean, I always know when everything's going to air because they do want you to promote it. At least you think they would want you to promote it.
You sign that when you sign the paperwork. It says right there, you're responsible for promoting.
Yeah, but we promote it really because we enjoy interacting with the people who are interested. So it's not like, oh, we've got to promote the show and get out there. It's a nice part of what we do.
No, I understand that. I'm just saying that normally they come forward to you before it airs so that you can get it out there because people follow you.
But they're a little bit unorthodox, aren't they? Like you guys
Maybe.
are just sort of not kept in the loop. It's like just show up, do your thing, and
Well,
It
you've
would
got
just be an
COVID going on, don't forget, and it's like, everything's quite disrupted at the moment. So there's people that aren't working in offices and working from home.
Yeah.
So the normal flow of communication's never going to be as it was in pre-COVID. But hopefully now things are simmering down a little bit. We might get back to some sense and how things normally work. But that's what I think's happened. I just think it's just gone a little bit awry with this pandemic.
mm-hmm. So
You don't have to look at what Hamilton's just said before with regards to filming while we're away. It was almost chaotic, but we did manage to keep it together, and it was a bit challenging.
Mm-hmm.
Mary just corrected herself. She said, I don't know when it starts. The guide just only goes 2 weeks out. I've heard November, so I'm not sure.
Okay.
So you guys might want to get the answers for them so you can promote that on your Facebook
I'll go
pages.
look.
So
I'll go search it on my PVR.
She's in United States.
Yeah.
She said she can only get 2 weeks at a time, so she can't find it.
Is she on our fan page? Is she?
Yeah, join the fan page, Mary.
I got
Join the fan page, Mary, and you'll get it.
Sorry, Hamilton?
Yeah.
I got sent a screenshot off Discovery, which somebody sent me a few days ago. And
Right.
it was something to do with Eastern time.
That's right.
Because the broadcast was 10 o'clock at night Eastern time, and I'm sure that the date of it was something like 15th, 16th, or 17th was what. I didn't keep the screenshots, unfortunately.
But did you get the month?
Yeah, I thought it was. Yeah, this month is what I thought. I don't know.
It's a little vague.
What the problem
It's just
is,
a little thing.
we get
Oh,
bombarded so many messages all of the time. You turn the phone on in the morning and there's like 30 things. It's just getting impossible to try and keep on top of it.
Tell me about it. I get over 100
no.
messages a day just on Messenger.
Yeah.
I'm just like,
and when they can't reach her, guess who they message?
What are you then? Yeah.
I don't purposely ignore
it's
people.
so much fun.
Kind of.
No. And I tell them, I'm like, she's not ignoring you, and I can't answer these questions for you. But anyway.
I'm still having to dig into the time when Series 1 come out because we got that many messages on Messenger. I just couldn't answer them all.
Wow.
It's hard.
When it gets some spare time, I scroll back and I find the ones I haven't sort of responded, and I get in touch, and I just feel quite lousy, that it's took so long to get back. But it's just impossible to do them all.
It would be a full-time job.
Yes,
just
it would.
to try and keep on top of emails, messages, and
yes,
it is. That's what a publicist does.
Impossible.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a publicist and assistant. That's what they do, right?
Because we don't have one of those. We don't have.
You can hire me. I
questions.
work really cheap.
It's beyond questions because people have stories to tell. People want to communicate.
Yeah.
And when you reply, it's like, oh my God, you replied, and it's very difficult because you can't keep going and chat,
Yeah.
Conversations.
Yeah, that's part of the problem. Yeah.
And equally, you don't want to just do a sort of generic reply that sounds disingenuous.
I do. I have one pre-done.
Don't even speak about communicating, Mr. Cookson.
Okay.
You know the score. Yeah.
Am I getting told off now?
I know.
No, you'd know it. You'd know it. Oh my gosh. Okay, I just asked the chat room to put their questions in there. Do you want to?
Yeah,
while we're waiting, do you want to do the rapid fire?
Yeah, we also have some that came. I got some in Messenger too. So
okay, do you want to start that?
No, you go rapid fire first.
We're gonna do rapid fire.
This will wake you guys up.
It's a game. Okay.
Maybe.
So maybe
game.
No, it's a good one. So I'm gonna say to you, like I'll say to you, tea or coffee, and then you answer what you prefer. But I'm going to ask you different
people to get to know you guys.
No, you're going to ask Hamilton first or me, or how are you going to do it?
Well, one of you answer first. It doesn't matter.
take
And then
your
the other one right after. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I think so. Give it a go.
I'm asking tea or coffee.
Tea or
We
coffee?
lost.
Is that what you said?
Tea or coffee?
Tea or coffee. Who likes what?
Which
I
do you
can't stand
prefer?
coffee. It upsets my stomach.
Okay, there we go. Tea. Oh, the Brett. The
Tea.
tea. I live with
the
a Brett.
bread.
It's always
tea.
Okay.
Sorry.
It's like
Is this
always
supposed
tea.
to be a one-word answer or an explanation?
Yeah.
Sorry, I've never done
One
this.
word.
Oh,
You don't need
it'll-
an
For
explanation.
now, then it'll get
When
juicy. Don't worry.
It'll get juicy. When I get
Yeah,
towards
okay.
the end, I'm going to ask for an explanation. Okay.
Right.
Now,
Yep.
we're just warming up. This is like foreplay. Relax.
Tea or coffee?
Tea or coffee.
Yeah.
Okay. Facebook or Instagram?
Facebook.
Yeah, Facebook. Yeah.
Okay. Favorite dessert?
Apple pie.
Don't
Well,
have
that's
That's
truly
also a Brit
American.
thing, I'm sure of it.
Oh, is it?
Everyone
It's
is
very
saying this.
American.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
Don't
well, he
have
makes them though.
Bake
You
well
don't have a
tart.
favorite dessert?
No.
Bake well tart.
Hamilton
A
likes what?
baked well tart, like you're dating one, or
Yeah,
you're
what kind of
or
tart?
you mean like
That's a Liverpool tart. Actually, that is what
Should we have
call it.
R-rated this show?
I think so. I think we already automatically are though.
That's what they call a girlfriend in Liverpool. They say, "I'm going out with me tart tonight." And it's not.
Wow,
It's
isn't
not
that special? Okay.
It's you know.
And Hamilton's like, I'm not answering this.
Brilliant.
Oh, good
Hamilton's just going to
Lord.
bow out
Okay.
gracefully.
Next question. Beach or pool?
We know Hamilton likes the beach because he's always burning.
Oh, he's burning by the pool.
On the beach.
I'm definitely beach. Well, Hamilton's decided I'm beach.
Yeah.
I'm gonna think about
Well,
it.
it's
Else is
difficult.
waiting.
Look, I'll just say beach because I would ask further questions that just complicates matters even more. So I'll just go with the beach.
Okay, here's the. I thought this next one would be easy, but I'm not sure. Beer or wine?
Oh, tough one.
Ooh.
I like both.
Oh,
well, we're not
don't.
asking
This
me,
one's
are we?
easy for me. No, but this one's easy for me too because I hate beer. But yeah.
I like beer. Only
Oh,
important.
I hate the smell of beer on someone's breath. Makes me want to gag. Okay.
I love that. When my dad used to come out from the pub when I was a kid, I used to love him come in my room and kiss me goodnight. I used to think, oh, that smells great.
Because you thought, oh, in 4 years I'll be drinking that.
And Hamilton, how about you?
I would say at the moment beer. I'm a bit off wine.
Okay, so we
Okay.
rotate back and forth. I can understand that. Okay.
So, Carl,
next.
is it safe to say beer with you?
It is, but then if I can just add to it, I always start off with a beer, but then I absolutely smash the red wine. I just love it.
Want to get a hot and perfect body fast? Just eat lots of bananas, but peels only. And always be sweating, but never look sweaty. That's disgusting.
Don't follow extreme routines. Do your own thing at Planet Fitness. Join now through September 16th for just $1 down and get back to a real routine with tons of equipment and free fitness training in our clean and spacious clubs. Join today for $1 down, $10 a month, and cancel anytime. Deal ends September 16th.
Join today for $1 down. Offer ends September 16th.
See Club for details.
With MailChimp, you get more than a URL. You get an all-in-one marketing platform to help drive sales. With things like data-driven recommendations and powerful automation tools. Get started today at MailChimp.com/smartmarketing. MailChimp, built for growing businesses.
Yeah.
So both. Okay. I choose.
Yeah,
I
don't
choose
drink
C.
either one of those
Both.
things, but
And then
okay.
I finish it off with cognac.
Cognac
prefer
is always good.
cocktails.
Cognacs good before and after meals.
Yeah.
That's something that I was taught to drink by my dad. That came out really wrong, but anyways. Okay. Texting or talking? Which do you prefer?
Say that again. I missed that.
Texting
Texting or talking?
talking? Which one do you prefer?
Talking.
Depends who you're trying to avoid.
I'm with Hamilton on that one.
See, now I feel really, really special because Michelle will say to me, call me anytime. So I feel really good.
I don't tell anybody that. Even my family only hears from me once in a while.
No,
You
just
lie?
like just text me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Well,
Okay, so
call me anytime you like. I just don't answer the phone.
so you prefer texting. Okay, we're there. Okay, this one's easy. Dogs or cats?
Dogs.
Dogs.
Yay.
Yeah.
Michelle? I know she's going to say.
I have chihuahuas, okay? Can you really count that as a dog?
Hamilton.
like a
Yeah, I
child.
know, really. Chihuahuas are like gerbils.
Teeny little
They're like hamsters. Okay, Hamilton.
Yeah.
Celebrity. I don't even have to ask. Michelle's celebrity crush is Vlad. Celebrity crush.
Maybe Viggo Mortensen.
What is? Who is your celebrity crush? Yeah, I know. Mine are bad. Okay.
Can't think of one.
Oh, okay.
No celebrity crushes.
Star,
Wow,
celebrity that you think, wow, she's hot or he's hot. I have both.
I don't know.
No.
You
Historical
think
figures. What's your favorite historical?
Recognize any actress or actresses anyway.
Okay, but anyone who's a celebrity, it doesn't have to be a movie star.
No,
is it Judi Dench for you? Like who?
Historical figures. What's your favorite historical figure? Why don't we just
you like some rock bands, don't you, and stuff like that? So you must be able to
go with the singers.
Yeah, but they're men. That's still getting the wrong idea here.
Let's just be clear on that.
I mean, if you said historical,
that's okay.
I mean,
be clear on that. No.
I'm just trying to think.
Okay.
Nobody. Historical figures. There was an interesting Japanese guy called Miyamoto Musashi who died in the 17th century. So I mean, that's not actually answering the question you want. I don't know. Just make something up.
I'm dying right now.
Why not? Nobody actually specified that there had to be a year, like a limit on something.
Well, just somebody who's interesting.
Maybe like a dead queen or something. I don't know.
This is just too difficult. It's so complicated, these questions. I don't know.
Tea or coffee?
You know how
damn complicated.
Like you see celebrity crush. I can give you 10 men on that list. Like seriously.
That doesn't really help me, does it?
It's like Jason Momoa, The Rock.
Okay, yeah, okay. I'll give you that.
Let's keep going. Okay.
All right, next, please.
All right, so Carl, who's your celebrity crush?
Well, I'm geezers on blokes who I think are good. I like John Voight. I think he's really good. Like listening to some of
his. You think he's handsome?
That's not the reason I like him. I'm not.
Okay.
Hey,
that's what
a real guy could say. That's a good-looking dude. Like I used to model.
A good-looking dude, but probably
I think Halle Berry is stunning.
Yeah, I could look at a woman and say she's beautiful.
He's classed as classically handsome, isn't he?
No.
Unfortunately for me, I grew up traumatized because I was told that girls only wanted tall, dark, handsome men. And since I'm not tall and I'm not dark, it kind of alienated me. I didn't know. You need a name like Jeff or Mike if you want to be.
Right.
Jeff. Hey, it's
Jeff.
Yeah, it's like a dude name, right?
See, for me,
tall and medium-sized English, and it's
medium. Man, I must be like hermit size because I'm so short. My celebrity crush as a female is Halle Berry, believe it or not. Halle Berry, I love Angelina Jolie. I think she's stunning. I love Dame Judi Dench then and now. I think she's gorgeous. I won't even go to the men because there's too many. But Michelle.
What's that? Is it
I'm not talking.
The one that was in Kill Bill.
Uma Thurman. Wow. Yeah. Okay, that's fair.
She's a bit special, isn't she?
Oh, she's a whole bunch of special.
She's a whole bunch of special, yeah.
She is. She's feisty.
You might want to read our regs.
She's a feisty girl.
Since we're speaking of feisty, here's the next one. Virtue or sin?
Ooh.
Which
what?
do you prefer?
Virtue or
Virtue
sin?
or sin? And that means you, not someone else.
Sin.
That was easy.
I would just say yes, please.
Do you just
Okay,
want
I'm going with
to say
sin.
want to plead the
I'm
fifth?
going with sin on that one.
Don't answer at all.
Okay. All right. This one, you're
Okay.
gonna.
Hamilton normally says, tie me down and spray the whipping cream on me.
Oh my God! It is
Very
really
good.
late for you, isn't it? It's just very late for you.
That's okay. It makes it that much more interesting.
Thanks for that
It's a good
visual.
job we haven't had a drink, isn't it?
Cheers, yeah.
You're allowed to drink. We're not, but you're allowed to.
Yes, this is true. You guys can.
We're not. Sadly,
I was like,
we're not. But we
great.
are. We're drinking Folgers coffee here.
Excellent.
Okay.
Good choice.
Yes.
Brilliant.
Okay, Hamilton.
You should get them to sponsor you.
I think so too. I think
so
I have a
too.
friend. My friend in England should send me a chalice to drink my Folgers from.
Oh, cool. Excellent.
Just saying.
Did Sean make you
No
one? Well,
pressure.
he's in Scotland right now.
I know.
Okay. All right. Ready, guys?
Yeah.
Your favorite destination.
China.
I know it's going to be hard because
Really?
you're well traveled.
Really? China. Why China?
Yeah.
Oh, geez, you just
China.
plucked a nerve with her.
No,
Been to
curiosity.
China a few times, and it's just where I went. I didn't go to like Beijing or Shanghai. I went into the Southwest Industrial Park,
Wow.
and I just loved it. I mean, it was amazing because I went to this little town called Chang'an City, which is about an hour from Guangzhou, which was formerly Canton.
Mm.
I met a mate there, this American guy, and he was starting a business up there. I sort of, it was really poor, the place, and he lived in this really rough block of flats, and it was just poverty stricken. And within 6 months, I'd been back 2 or 3 times. The place had transformed. It was about 6 times bigger than Liverpool. It
Wow.
was marble boulevards, shopping centres. I was just absolutely staggered by the speed and the development and the growth. And, it's so interesting when you're over there, the way they live. And, yeah, I had a great time there. And I miss it. I'd go back anytime.
That's fantastic. I love it. Yeah.
Not China. Never fancy going to that part of the world.
You would starve there. I'm with you on that one.
China.
Yeah. Not for me either. Yeah.
No.
So where?
Favorite destination? It changes because you sort of hook into a place.
It's true.
Okay,
And
last place that you fell in love with.
Seychelles was very good. I went there quite a lot, and the Caribbean is good. Caribbean is very good.
Mm-hmm.
See, I could travel with you. I love the Caribbean.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they
Next
speak English, and they've got chips, which works.
Chips.
Chips or chips?
Chips.
Potatoes.
Both.
Potato. Okay.
Potatoes.
So
I've been
next.
working on my accent. It's still not good though.
Not gonna
Okay.
go to China. Don't want to go there.
Yeah, I'm with you. Spicy or sweet? And we're talking food, not Michelle and I. Spicy or
Spicy.
sweet?
Spicy.
Spicy, but not too spicy because it makes me unwell.
Yeah.
Medium.
Travel together. I'm loving this. Okay. Now, this one, let me ask you this other one before because I got a long question. Driver or passenger?
Driver always ahead.
We know that by your show.
Passenger. Passenger. I would
Okay.
love just to sit in the back permanently and put my feet up.
You own a Viper and you
Chauffeur.
prefer to be a passenger.
Yeah.
I don't understand where you're coming from.
Because I don't pay attention when I'm driving. I never
That's
have.
good.
And
I don't
there's
think-
always so many things to look at the places
It's
we
true.
go. And you spot a castle or a beautiful bit of scenery.
That's
I want
true.
to look at it. And if you're driving, it's not often convenient. It's
Especially in a Viper.
yeah.
You're not going to see a whole lot of scenery.
Not if I'm driving, no. Okay, now I'm going to ask you this question, and you have to be honest with me, okay, guys? Is it wrong for a vegetarian to eat animal crackers? Takes a minute at 3 o'clock in the morning.
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what I think is wrong if you're a vegetarian. It's wrong if you're a vegetarian and you eat vegetarian hamburgers or vegetarian sausages. If you're going to be a vegetarian, why do you need to pretend it's an animal part? You know, just eat veg and enjoy veg, but don't go, oh, I'm having a vegetarian hamburger or I'm having vegetarian bacon. I mean, carrot strips.
Did I touch a nerve?
Yeah.
Hamilton's like, yeah, I don't dig that either.
Well, I know, but I just thought it was a really cute question.
What was it again? To eat a what? A vegetarian
Is it wrong for a vegetarian to eat animal crackers? They're actually cookies in the shape of animals.
Ah, right. Oh, I would suggest they get psychiatric help if they even need to think about it. What a stupidity. Who cares?
Okay, so here we go, and I bet I can answer this for Hamilton, but I'm going to stay quiet.
Go.
If you could eat only one thing for 1 week, one entire week, 7 days, what would it be?
Oh, McDonald's. Go to McDonald's.
How did I know?
Are we promoting
I couldn't
them
even
again?
eat that once a year. Cross that one off.
So you
Carl?
like to eat over at the Golden Arches. Got it.
I want vegetarian brisket shaped as animals.
He wants a vegetarian brisket.
Oh my God.
I could eat pastrami sandwiches every day of the week.
Oh my God, they're so good. They're so good. My father used to make pastrami.
Wow. Especially I used to go to that Carnegie Deli in New York when he used to.
Oh my God, it's so good.
I couldn't.
But it's this high.
Yeah, you go in and you order. You sit on these benches. You have to queue up to go in, and they put you on a bench next to strangers, which is always good. And next thing, they bring a big bowl of gherkins and pickles out, and you order your sandwich, and it's like, you get a million choices of different breads, and it's. You can have
it's so
pastrami,
good.
have salt beef. So I ordered half and half, and it come out, and like in England, if you get a ham sandwich, you get 2 slices of bread and a thin slice of ham about 1 millimeter thick. Well, you get a pastrami sandwich in the Carnegie Deli, and it's like 7 inches in between.
You can't get it in your mouth.
I love the way
mash it down.
I love the way you say it, Carnegie Deli. I love that. Yeah. Carnegie Deli is a historical location in New York. It's got tons of history, and they haven't changed their methods since the beginning, and that's what's keeping them there.
Brilliant.
After a long wait, it's finally time to get the family back together again, and nature is just a short drive away. Verbo has thousands of private vacation homes where you can be miles away from everything, but get closer to the ones you love. So whether it's a lake house with a grill, a cabin with a hot tub, or a chalet with a foyer, Verbo has the perfect place for your family reunion. Download the Verbo app. The time for getting back together is now.
But it's a fantastic place. Yeah, it's a fantastic place.
What's the other one? There's another one in New York that's famous for the salt beef as well. Is it? Yeah, I'll try and I'll tell you on the next show. But there's another deli over there that's
just chime in anytime.
Is it near a McDonald's?
There's one on every freaking corner, so probably.
Well, since you've mentioned it, and you mention it every time, Hamilton, what do you order when you go there? Because people are probably wondering, well, what is he ordering? I know it's not pizza.
No, I always have exactly the same thing: quarter pounder with cheese, but plain. I don't like relish or those gherkiny objects, and a large fries.
So don't mess with your freaking quarter pounder, is what you're saying.
Don't
want
try
regular.
that makes it taste of anything. No.
Got it.
Yeah, you don't want to be with me because I eat everybody's French fries.
I can't.
Okay.
I can't
the
do
McDonald's.
McDonald's.
I eat Michelle's French fries. She leaves them behind.
I can't
what?
do. I can't do the golden arches. I
No,
can't.
I'm not
Problem
talking
is-
about the golden arches. I'm just talking about French fried potatoes. You don't touch a lot of them. Michelle asked for a salad. I'm the one with the give me the meal and the French fries.
Yeah.
I
thing,
eat
and
it
I'll eat
once
all
in
of
a
it.
while.
You leave them behind because I'm always eating them.
Because there's too
But
many. How many do you
There's
want?
not a
It has to
lot.
be the
They
size of friggin' Montana if I ate
It's
that many
so
damn fries.
small. You can never have too many French fries.
Correct.
Okay.
Okay.
The problem
So
with McDonald's is that it's like it's almost like they've got a little implant in your head because you don't want one for months, and the next thing you drive along
Or even years.
You go, I need a Mac, so you're excited and you head to McDonald's. And
That's
you
true.
Get there, and you look at the images
I
and think, whoa, look at that Big Mac. It's like that big.
oh,
And then
can't
it comes and
eat
it's a little
that.
sandwich
I
like
can't.
that.
And then everything just
And
spills out of
then
it.
you-
It's like
but
I
then
watch
you
people
eat-
eat it. I'm like,
Yeah,
Oh,
but you
someone-
eat it, you eat all the fries. And then the second you've had it, you're so depressed and hungry.
Get another one.
Hungry. You know what? You guys don't
don't
have the
fill me up.
large sizes. Then I'm wondering if it's different there. Here, if you
No,
get the large size, it's a 12-inch plate of French fries.
No,
It's
we
not
don't- no, we
tiny.
don't get that.
No.
I'm more Five Guys than McDonald's to be.
I
honest.
love Five Guys. I'm not gonna lie.
I
hope
know
they
it's all
still run one
fresh
day.
cuts. See, those are good.
Oh,
Like too many.
But their burgers are really good too. Their hamburgers are really
again,
good.
Why is it that here in the West, everything has to be like giganticized? Honestly,
good.
I'm happy with like 5 freaking fries and a small burger, and you get a freaking big brown paper bag full of fries.
We're
over
so
there.
polar opposite when we're eating. It's not funny, but I'm like, give me all the
I
French fries.
watched her
Where's the
put back
rest?
a bowl of mac and cheese when we went out for lunch one day. I'm like,
After
are you
appetizers.
I mean, a salad. I'm like, you seriously going to eat all that? She goes, watch me. And it freaking devoured it. And I'm like, where'd it go?
We had about 2 or 3 appetizers before that. I'm not a cheap date when it comes to food. I'm a cheap date when it comes to booze, but not when it comes to food. No, food is going to cost you a fortune if you want to treat me.
Yeah, that
but
cheese is going to make you freaking pay for it. So,
yeah, lactose intolerant is not a good thing, but
no.
yeah,
Okay.
I'm okay. I can still fit into my jeans, so we're good.
All right. Next
Okay,
question.
favorite number.
Uh-oh.
8, 7. No, 8 or 7. It's a toss up. But
Okay,
7's
so
the
both
one.
odd and
Yeah,
even.
7's the one I always choose, but I sometimes think 8's the one to go for. It's like that, you know.
Okay.
Haven't got one. That's a mental head question.
You know the problem with this. You know the problem with this rapid fire. We're giving you all our data for these password hackers.
I was just thinking that. Oh my god. Maybe that's what I'm doing. Maybe that's what I'm doing. Okay.
Should have gave me a drink alert.
Actually, can I
That one
tell
almost
you
went to the
something?
screen.
Through your nose.
Sorry.
Listen, Carl, just by sharing that post, they're tracing you. I'm just letting you know because I work in internet crime and sex trafficking. Just so
Is
I'm
that
letting
the
you
man
know.
with the hood?
Yeah, you'd be
They've got
surprised.
a hoodie on, haven't they, hackers? You know.
Oh my god. Yeah. Meanwhile, so blue or green?
Blue.
Red.
There we go. Neither. I choose C. Go to the beat of my own drum. That's right. Okay.
All right. Fast or slow?
Depends what you're
I
doing.
think it depends what you're doing. Driving.
saying.
Let's put a car in there. Oh God. Well, you'd be doing both if you're really good at it. But so the car, we're gonna go for a car. Fast or slow? Oh my
depends
God,
if
you
you
guys bring out the worst in me. Fast or
We'll
You
say
want to look
fast.
at the surroundings, doesn't it? You know, if you want to pay attention to the scenery, you don't want to be zapping by at 200 miles an hour. And I'll go,
Okay, I'll drive the Viper. You could pay attention to the scenery. Okay.
it's gonna go by like a blur though if Michelle's driving. Just letting you know it's gonna be like a blur. Okay. Okay. Car or truck?
Pardon?
car or truck? What's your favorite?
Car.
Well, it depends if I want to go and move some garden tools or a fence panel, obviously a truck. But if I want to drive to the south of France, a car. I mean, honestly, where do these questions come from?
It's supposed to be about every day. It's not supposed to be. Sadly, they come from my crooked mind. But I mean, it's supposed to be about every day, not. I mean, if I'm going to drive across the country of Canada, I'm not going to want to take a car. I'm going to want to take an RV.
Well, let me ask you one: snowshoes or sandals? Well, it depends whether you're in the snow or on
sandals. Sandals, because I'd never be in the snow.
Oh, right.
That's just me.
This is true.
I wear sandals all the way up to November. No.
Right.
That's true.
On your hands or on your feet?
Oh, hold on a second. I'm lost. Oh my God. Hold on.
Yeah, carry on.
I got tangled up. Hold on.
Everyone's head's out the screen.
You said hands or feet? I got tangled up. Hold on. Okay, this is under the desk.
What the hell is
so
that?
You tell me, am I wearing sandals or am I wearing snowshoes?
I think it's a bit of both. No.
I think
you can spike right through the ice with those things.
They get good traction on the ice. That's why I got tangled, because I'm trying to get my shoe off.
They're stilettos, aren't they?
All my shoes. Even my boots are stilettos.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hamilton's, that wouldn't work for me. Okay.
No.
Next.
Okay, this is the last one. And you're going to have to think about this one, because you're going to want to answer this with more than just a number. Your best age.
Best
age.
They've all been good.
Thank you.
Actually, I didn't like going to school, so that wasn't good, but I liked coming home. But
I'm still waiting for it.
Okay. That's good, though.
That's very interesting.
Yeah, I agree. School was a complete no-hoper. That was a disaster. Didn't like that at all.
Well, let's go with best era then. Like, for example, mine would have been the 80s. I was a headbanger 80s kid. And, I modeled throughout that. I traveled. I partied. I had that for me. That was fun.
I hated the 80s. I thought it was the worst fashion era of all freaking time in history. No. It was the worst fashion
you weren't hanging
ever.
with the right people,
Everything was plastic. Well, I was in high school. I'm sorry. I was 14.
Me too.
I couldn't go drinking and partying. I'm
so
sorry.
Go with an era. If you can't pick an age, then what would have been your favorite era?
Probably I had a great time in France when I was living there in Monaco.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
205 to 211 was just an absolute riot. I mean, absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, the time down in Monaco, that was great.
Yeah, but I had tragedies as well, so it obliterated the good times. But, if you look back, we had some amazing times over there.
Yeah, that was just a great, total little bit of life that was just, it was brilliant. Yeah, it was fantastic.
So you're still living the adventure pretty well, even now. You're traveling, you're still making, discoveries, you're still... just a different kind of good time, right?
It was just I don't know, Monaco was just so odd. It was like being in Disneyland every day, but for adults. It's fantastic.
Dare I ask?
That's what I call Vegas.
Yeah, dare I ask?
For adults. Yeah.
Okay. So we're gonna get into some serious one because I've had some questions sent to me via Messenger, and this person is from the UK, out your neck of the woods, and has asked to remain anonymous. Interesting. Ooh. I know, but I will abide by this. So we're going to get a little, well, let's start off with the most benign. Have the Knights Templar hoard been valued? If so, how much? And this is for insurance purposes, Like it's not because they want to know what it's worth, but for insurance purposes. Now you guys have touched on this before, right? Like it's very difficult to put a price on something like this.
Well, it's an impossible thing to put a price on. And I mean,
Right.
I had the question raised last week by my lawyer to try and sort out some insurance on it. And it's just an utterly impossible question to answer. There's nothing comparable like it exists.
Right.
Nothing's ever been sold you can compare it to. It's whatever figure you dream up.
Right.
It's an imprecise answer.
At the end of the day, it's ultimately down to who offers the amount of money that you would accept for something to take it off you,
Yeah, that's probably it. Yeah.
There's different times and different prices,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's an impossible question to answer. It really is. But
Right.
I mean, it's something that's got to be looked at because
it's more than a fiver, isn't it?
You'd hope so. Yeah. I mean, it's an amount of money that you would notice. Put it that way.
Right.
I wonder how they insure things like Tutankhamun's, exhibits and Monet and Van Gogh. Like these things are touring right now. It makes me wonder how they are
But you
insuring
compare
these things.
art. You can compare because usually with art, for example, they're different pieces. The Tutankhamun exhibit, it's pretty much a one of a kind.
Yeah.
I know. Like, how do you insure something like that?
Well, you can't insure it for replacement value because you can't replace it.
No.
And when you're talking of institutional pieces like that, you've got to also look at the security that surrounds a tour with items like that. So the risk is lowered a lot by the level of security, and also by the sheer fact that if somebody tried to steal the golden bust of Tutankhamun, you can't go in the pub and go, "Oi, do you know anyone that wants to buy a knocked off Tutankhamun bust?" Because there's only one, and the person who stole it can't really sell it to anyone. I know you get the
true.
In James Bond movies that there's these.
But there is a really big antiquity black market.
Yeah, there is. But ultimately everyone's got an ego.
Yeah.
And if you've got a nice piece, something special, you want to show it to people.
Right.
In order for it,
but you've got to protect it too, though.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean,
Want to get a hot and perfect body fast? Just eat lots of bananas, but peels only. And always be sweating, but never look sweaty. That's disgusting.
Don't follow extreme routines. Do your own thing at Planet Fitness. Join now through September 16th for just $1 down and get back to a real routine with tons of equipment and free fitness training in our clean and spacious clubs. Join today for $1 down, $10 a month, and cancel anytime. Deal ends September 16th.
Join today for $1 down. Offer ends September 16th.
See Club for details.
Anyone can be ready for back to school. But with Staples Connect, you can be more than ready. Like, I got everything on my list and saved a ton ready. Staples has everything you need and more for the new school year. Just visit your nearest Staples store or go to staplesconnect.com for inspiration.
That's the hard part. The second part of that specific question was, has Hamilton ever inherited anything, or are all the antiques bought from auctions or, connections, things like that?
When I was about 17, I inherited a Ford Escort. No, sorry, not a Ford Escort, a Ford Sierra, and my father stole it and sold it. That is the sum total.
That would be considered an antique. You should have been more specific. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I then went and stole his gold watch. So there was a bit of a payback. But no, me inheritances, no, I'm in the wrong business.
Right.
Not nothing.
Paid for it all. Okay. Noted if you are listening. Okay. Next. All right. We're going to get into something else here. Love life questions. Okay. Let me read this. Sorry.
Oh, that's too personal.
I know. This is just getting right in it. So I'm like, all right. Does Carl or Hamilton have a lady in their life? Okay, so it's not too bad. Oh, then we get into, do they prefer blondes, redheads, or dark hair, black haired women? That should make them blush, she said.
I was just gonna say, not only that, but is this an
It's a
offer
three-parter.
on your part? Is this an offer?
I know. I'm just looking at this going, okay. She goes, that should make them blush. So this was an on purpose question. So this is clearly somebody
That's
who
way
follows
too
you guys.
easy to make you blush. Do we have a name on who sent that?
Who's the one who asked the question?
That's what I just asked. I go,
It's anonymous. I'm looking right
you
at
never
it in
know
chat
if
right
one
now.
of them
Like,
are-
okay, you really want me to
maybe
ask
one
this?
of them are dating her, and then what? If you better answer right, because
I don't think so. I don't think so. Like I know her from Facebook and I follow some of the groups and stuff like that. So
she's not going to tell
this
us.
is supposed to be a funny thing. So basically that's what she says. This should make them blush. So obviously follows you guys and stuff. So love life question. Does Carla Hamilton have a special lady? Do you prefer blondes, redheads, brunettes, dark haired? That should make them blush.
Oh God!
Why limit is what I'm saying.
Look, I mean, I think both me and Carl have arrived at the age where even Catholic priests don't smile at us anymore.
So you're dating each other? That was too easy, Hamilton. That was just way too easy. You basically invited me in.
We just sort of hang around, hoping that one day somebody's going to notice us. You know,
whatever.
We'll let you know if it does.
Oh my God. We'll ask on the next show, see how it's progressed in a month.
I choose D, everything.
Everything.
Okay, noted. Okay. Then she goes.
I'll tell you what, if we're not here when you try and connect to us next time, the answer's probably yes.
There we go.
Wow.
If you're listening. Okay. Then she says, can you just scan around the room and show us more? Oh, that's okay.
Wow.
Push that
This
out.
is like MTV Cribs.
What's that
Do
around the
you
room?
have to open
Out around
fridges?
TOR cribs.
Yeah.
No, you go around the room now. You know,
There we go. Okay.
This is my little office. So this
This
is me
is
little
the thing,
drinks
it's
cabinet.
tidy.
Oh, there we go. The necessities.
That's
All right.
a great office.
Yeah,
We've
that's
Then we've got some bits and bobs, books and
right.
stuff and bits of stuff like that. Then we've got little 17th century marble French eagle.
Oh, very nice.
Wow.
And that's what they call a lampe bouillotte. It's a French lamp. And this is just my little office upstairs in the house.
And you
Did
paint.
I see a guitar?
Pardon?
You
Did
paint.
I see a good? Oh, sorry.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna say.
Oh, sorry, yeah. Well, I used to play that.
I have my father's guitar in my office. That's why it caught me right away. I have
Cool.
my dad's guitar in my office.
I don't play it now. I stopped. I used to love music, and then I just stopped it in 2008.
Too much Zeppelin.
Too much Zeppelin, yeah.
Dazed and Confused. I love that one.
That was the first concert I ever went to, was Led Zeppelin in Liverpool.
Oh my
no
God.
doubt.
And I was
No
12,
doubt.
and I was standing in the queue with my cousin outside, and I'd never been to a concert at all. I said, I hope these are famous. Do you think they're famous? He said, oh, well, I've been told that they're quite famous, you know. So that was the first one, and we went in, and I couldn't believe it. You know, it was like just a whole new world to go into. It's great.
That is.
It is
Wow.
something in the world for sure.
Yeah.
Hamilton, how about you?
Hang on, let me
Going to give everybody a peek, or no, screw you all?
the phone first. Hang on, because it's on charge. Hang on a sec.
Okay, all right.
Poor guy is charging.
I
his
know,
phone.
poor guy.
I don't know.
Hey, this is the fans. I got nothing here.
Can you see anything here?
Yes,
Oh,
we can.
we have a question in chat in YouTube after.
Yeah, I have one more after this.
What else have we got? I mean, this is my desk. I mean, there's all manner of things on the desk. That's my chimpanzee I had when I was a baby, apparently.
Aww.
So I still kept him. That's
Baby
pretty cool.
toy.
He still sits
Baby
there.
Hamilton.
Yeah, little Hamilton. What else is over here?
I love
I
it.
don't know if that's a Dali. Those are some medieval helmets.
We can't see anything.
It's all blurred, Hamilton.
I'm on a big screen now. I've got a huge monitor.
I don't know how to do anything about it. I don't know if you.
No, but he's frozen on this side.
Oh, you're freezing. That's okay. Yeah, I can see. Very cool.
That's a cabinet full of gold. I don't know if you can see that. That's quite interesting. I don't know if you can see that.
Yeah.
Just move that.
Wow.
Yeah,
Talking to two women. Yeah, gold's a little interesting.
Those are John and Cynthia Lennon paintings that one of their friends did when they were still at art college, which are quite good.
That's interesting.
Wow.
Yeah.
Those are interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's a pile of medieval swords. Oh, I don't know. That's an Earth and Centre front wing from Monaco. What else is? Those are some shark's jaws from the Seychelles. I don't know. It just sort of rambles on, really. Oh, look at that.
Very nice.
Oh, gee, there it is again.
Yeah.
I think you flashed that last
You know
time
how many
too.
people are going to be going through drive-throughs?
I want sponsor money. Just
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah.
Hang
Okay.
on, my monkey's just fallen off. Hold on.
And then we have one last quick question when Hamilton's done.
Okay, right. I'm back with you now. Sorry about that.
Okay. Last question from the same person. Let me just bring this up. Did Amelia ever get Hamilton's hat?
No.
No.
I'm still waiting.
No to the
Still
hat.
waiting. It doesn't have to be that one. It just has to be one that looks like it.
Okay.
That's
All right,
all.
we'll see
I'll
what we can
even
do.
we can take a photo side by side wearing them. And I have a pair of stilettos if you like.
Oh, you could do a trade. Stilettos for the hat.
I'll even sign them for you.
Look good on you.
Just not the ones under my desk because that's the only way I can reach my chair.
Well, I mean, it's to the standard of the sort of the average type of messages and requests we get every day, really. So I mean, yeah,
that is so funny.
Really.
Oh, they just keep getting better. I thought those are some pretty creative questions.
Wow.
So let's do a sponsor ID and we'll get to the other questions if that's okay.
Yes, we will. We will. Right now, you're listening to The Outer Realm with Michelle Desrochers and myself, Amelia Pisano. And tonight we have the amazing duo, Hamilton White and Carl Cookson, all the way from the UK. We are live 105.3 in New Orleans, the beautiful city of New Orleans. We love you. Streaming for you today, right now, on International Public Radio. But for the most part, if you're listening to this in archive, you can be on UFO Paranormal Radio, International Public Radio, or UPRN Talk Radio. We're hoping to come back. And we are fully sponsored tonight and every night by the great people at Folgers Coffee. Thank you, Folgers. We love you.
What is this, Hamilton? What is
Cheers.
This?
Salud.
Say it. Say it. Sound it out.
Folgers
no,
Coffee.
no, I don't know what that was.
Oh,
that
I
wasn't
don't want to
Folgers.
know what that bottle is.
That was not Folgers. So
that's it.
Thank you,
You know
Carl?
what I noticed? It's so strange. My nails are, believe it or not, Ferrari red, right? They match the Folgers label.
Fantastic.
Just saying, Folgers, you might want to look into that because I'm pretty sure your color's copyrighted.
Question. We had another one.
No, don't know what that is. Thank God that is something that's just in the UK.
Thank you. It's a thought that counts.
Send that to Michelle. She'll put it on in the background. Okay,
absolutely.
You have another question?
Yeah, well, you said you had another question in chat.
I do. Mary Glenn in chat says, Hamilton, what is your favorite piece in your hoard?
There isn't one. It's whatever comes next. The favorite is always the next piece.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Always.
That's a great answer.
Yeah.
And how about
different, isn't it? You've got some pieces that you really like, don't you?
Oh, yeah.
No, I do have.
Oh, yes.
I think
Sorry,
he asked Carl, not you, Michelle.
Sorry, Carl. Didn't mean to jump in on your question.
That was so funny. Oh yes, like I swear to God, it was like I'm not even gonna say what that
I got
sounded like.
Templar blood. Leave me alone. Damn it.
Apparently, it's very exciting.
No, I think it's the same, with cars and motorbikes and you collect them. Then you go get a certain machine, and when you eventually get it, there's a big anticlimax, you're thinking, well, I've got to get this other one now. And then when I've got that, I'll be happy. But you're never happy. It's like chasing a dragon, isn't it?
Yeah, but with motorcycles, you can keep going. I don't know how much further you can go on this horde. It could be challenging,
I just find it difficult to have a favourite because
Right.
to me, once you've decided that's it, that's almost the end of the line. That's it. I've arrived. I really like this one. That's it. So it's always whatever I'm doing, it's the next thing that's interesting. That's the favourite for about 2 days. Then it's time for something else.
It's almost like trying to decide what your favorite child is. You could sit in the middle of the room with everything and say, "Come to mama," and that's it. You just love them all
I
equally.
have a favorite child. Wait, I have a favorite child.
Yeah, right? So,
I only have
don't know.
one, so she's my favorite.
It would be difficult. So, okay, here's a question then. Now that you've got this like amazing horde, guys, what's next? What would be the next, the next adventure, the next collection, the piece you haven't found yet that exists?
Well, the Ark of the Covenant would be fairly decent, wouldn't it, if you get your hands on that?
Wouldn't that be nice? But what's your thought on the theory that there are like 4 of them?
I think there's so many different theories, isn't there?
But there's one for each of us.
Well, maybe that's the way it is,
I'm scared to open it. I don't know about you, but like I'm fine with just looking at it from a distance.
Well, if you think about it, there's Ethiopia said to have one. There was a man who in the 1980s discovered one in Jerusalem. And there are photos of this. And he takes a picture inside this dig he was doing. And there looks to be in the rubble an Ark of the Covenant. He applied to excavate it to the Jewish government and authorities. He was denied and it was reburied. There's 2, at least.
Yeah, I suppose you can sometimes look at those
Theory.
stories a bit like the Loch Ness Monster, isn't it? It's
Ouch.
Elusive.
great for tourism, but they just happen to bury it. Why would the authorities actually bury something if it was the Ark of the Covenant?
Well, you don't know, they didn't go back, but is the world ready for something like the Ark of the Covenant?
That was the same stark raving lunatic who claimed he'd found a load of dismantled chariots in the sea that proved that Moses opened the sea. He is a mental case.
Yeah, wasn't it the Sea of Reeds? What didn't they find parts of chariots and stuff in the Sea of Reeds? Not so much the Red Sea. Is that like, as biblical scholars will say, or theologians will say, well, it's the Sea of Reeds. It's not the Red Sea.
Well, whatever he discovered, I mean, I've read quite a lot about him. Israel banned him from ever coming back.
Right.
I mean, I'll find his name for next time because he's a really comedic character.
I will try. I didn't even think he was still alive. I'll have to try to find you guys a link to. There are clips of it, and maybe see if it's the same. Because isn't it the net that always finds something?
He's a guy.
Oh, careful. Careful.
No, because nobody takes him seriously.
Because
right?
he's a lunatic. He's a stark raving mental.
Yeah, but
Point made.
I thought that about a lot of
He's a
people in
lunatic.
history, right? I think, I'm pretty sure History Channel covered and did a whole show, an entire episode on that, as well as Gaia.
Many times. Many times.
Yeah.
For sure.
Well, I only caught it once. That was enough for me. But,
So, okay, so let's say the Ark of the Covenant would be, that's the big piece. And the chances of finding it are you know.
The Philosopher's Stone, maybe.
Oh,
That
yeah.
Yeah.
King Arthur's sword.
What about the Stone of Destiny, the real Stone of Destiny? There's a story attached to the Stone of Destiny. Obviously, for those who don't know what the Stone of Destiny is, every British monarch is crowned with the Stone of Destiny put under the throne. It's brought over from Scotland and just for the ceremony and is returned. Now, I think this was something like...
hasn't moved in 100 years.
I know, right? But apparently, allegedly, it had been stolen by university students. Now, here's where it connects to here in Canada. There's a location that I did, I did a lot. They brought me to do a lot of public events at this place. And if you've ever heard of Sir Henry Pellet, he was Scottish. He was instrumental for bringing electricity into the city of Toronto. Now he owns a building called Casa Loma, or he owned.
And a winery
Now
right
there's a replica of a throne that sits there, and under it allegedly is a Stone of Destiny. He got it from the Royal Ontario Museum in Toronto. He traded his entire collection of authentic suits of armor for it. What would make a man who's got everything do a trade like this? Now, where it gets interesting is there was once a rabbi who was visiting from Jerusalem, and he noted to a staff member at the castle, he goes, there are 2 guardians watching this stone. And of course, the poor girl's going, oh, that's nice. Okay, This thing would disappear. It was almost like something would veil it every now and then. It became an issue where people were starting to report this to the curator of the building. They said the stone is gone. It's a big freaking thing. It's identical to what you see, but there's that little bit of a twist for it. So it got traded from one of the biggest museum in the city for an entire collection of suit of armor. All these suits of armor are authentic, and they still sit at the museum, and the castle still has the stone. What are your thoughts on that?
Amazing what drink and drugs will do.
Maybe. Sir Henry did like to indulge.
Don't we have a winery with his last name now?
We got a really big wine cellar. It's possible.
Yeah. Yeah.
I thought it was a really cool story.
It is correct that a bunch of students did steal the one from Westminster Abbey and took it to Scotland. That is correct.
Right.
Then I think it was returned to London. Then I think it was returned to Scotland again officially.
Yeah, I guess the monarchy agreed to let it go on.
Yeah, I think anyway. But
yeah,
no, you don't know. I mean, with all of this stuff, you're going back. I mean, the Stone of Destiny goes back to like the sort of the Celtic kings and the independent kings of Scotland. So you're talking a story that's 1,1400 years old.
Yeah.
Who knows? Something could have been swapped 500 years ago. We've been on the wiser.
So they stole the wrong damn stone.
Maybe there was more than one stone,
Yeah, could have been.
Maybe.
Yeah, fascinating. A great story. It's certainly, it's not an impossible thing. It's fascinating. There's so many things like that we just have no idea of things that were chopped and changed 500 years ago or 1,000 years ago.
Mm.
It will probably never prove it one way or the other.
What about holy relics?
Well, it's like if you look at, say, Venice, for example, all of the places, in order to put themselves on the map as significant places,
right?
If you're a city, you can have a cathedral, but to be a real cathedral, to really have all the bells and whistles, you had to have relics.
Yes.
So they've all developed stories why they've got a natural reason why this saint was there and that apostle was in this place. But it's kind of it's the Vatican, sort of building the values, the brand values in each church in each town.
Right.
And some of them, some of the stories seem more plausible than others. If you look at the story of the St. James in Santiago de Compostela,
right,
where his body was brought back over And then you've got the one of St. Mark in Venice, where two merchants went over to Alexandria or Egypt and smuggled his body out in a wicker basket covered in pork and cabbage leaves.
Jeez.
And they actually were stopped by the Muslim customs of the day. And obviously they had a look in this, lifted the lid off on this big wicker basket of pork and thought, ooh, take it away, put it on the ship. And they got away with the body of Saint Mark or the Apostle Mark, and took his body to Venice, and that was the crown and glory for Venice. Then they were a maritime superpower, and because now they've got the real saint's body. That's a powerful thing. If it's the real body, but it was.
That's just it, isn't it?
Yeah, how do you know?
No, exactly. I mean, you get the Spear of Destiny also, right? That's
not, is it?
Yeah, I mean, how do you know? I mean, Hitler was on his own, pilgrimage to, grab all of this stuff and was said to have succeeded in some. But how do you? That's what it is. I guess it just you end up in the same situation. You can't prove it's authentic. I mean, you can carbon date it, but
the Spear of Destiny that's in Vienna, it certainly doesn't date from the time of Christ. I mean, it's a much, much later thing. It was either a Visigothic, it's sort of 7th, 8th century. But it doesn't actually matter, I don't think, if people are getting something out of it, going to see a saint's tomb or a relic or anything. If it's doing it for them and they're getting the buzz or the, what do you want to call it, the veneration or whatever else.
But wouldn't you want to see a real one? Why would you want to go see a fake one?
That's different.
Well, it's like the Valencia chalice or the Valencia cup. It's now known, it's a composite of 3 different periods of components, from the initial bowl to the stem to the top of it. But as Hamilton said, it doesn't really matter, because it's a focal point of veneration for people to look and introspect in a way. Because when you pray, you don't pray projecting out, you're praying inside your head.
Right.
And the fact that you're near something that you believe is or represents a certain thing is enough. And it does the job.
Yeah, you think of all the millions of people that have done the Santiago de Compostela trail over the last 1,000 years, whether they're the original bones of St. James or whether they're just a load of bones dumped at the end of it. It doesn't matter. The people are getting the buzz out of actually doing the whole, what do you call it, the pilgrimage.
Yeah.
When they arrive, you don't see any bones. It's just a little place in the bottom of the cathedral, but the fact is you've actually done it, so it's fantastic for everyone that's done it. Does it matter if they're St. James's bones? To me, it doesn't. No, not at all. It's what it represents.
You're going for the experience.
Our Lady of Fatima was just a vision, an essence, a spirit, and yet people go there all the time. One place you can go, and it is St. Pio. Padre Pio's body is still laying in San Giovanni Rotondo, and it's in the church there, so a lot of people go there. So if you're into that.
I remember when I was a kid, because on my mother's side, she's Catholic, and they all used to go to church, and one of them had a relic that they bought off the church. It was just a little piece of card, and sandwiched in with this tiny circle of fabric, and it was allegedly off St. Martin's robe. And I was thinking, it was almost like them file punches that punch the little.
It's a scapula. It's a scapula.
God, there's a lot of literally holy robes out there, because each one, this little item cost a fortune off
Oh, yeah.
church, and you know, it's like you go to places in holy places and they sell you holy water in holy vessels, and it's
Well, holy water should be free. You shouldn't be paying for holy water, just the vessel it's contained in, but not the water.
well, that's what they usually do. Though they sell a vessel to you and you fill it up off the holy fonts, don't you? You know. Now we've got places like in Glastonbury where there's the red blood font, which pours red water out, but it's iron oxide that's coming out, but that's being venerated thousands of years ago, you know. And again, once again, I mean that site is, you know, an ancient site, but all the ancient sites have been taken out and usurped.
It's true.
Now it's being usurped by newer organisations, whether it's the Vatican Church or any church.
So what's next for you guys then? I mean, you've got season 2 is airing. It's going to hit this side of the world, let's say in the next few weeks at some point. What's next? Do you know if you're filming a season 3? I know there was talk briefly about maybe a whole other possible gig going on for film.
There's a few things on the boil, but in terms of a series 3, it's out of our control. You know, it just depends on what the ratings are, how many people watch the program. But it seems to be getting really good pick up in the UK, because what they've done, they've now took it not.
It's been said that those who fail to plan to fail, which seems like common sense, but when it comes to preparing for natural disasters and other emergencies, this advice is often ignored. In fact, over 60% of Americans have no emergency plan. At Judy, we're committed to changing things. Our emergency kits are designed by experts and come equipped for hurricanes, wildfires, earthquakes, and more. Get prepared for emergencies big or small. Learn more at judy.co. That's JUDY.co.
We did it again. Verizon was just named America's most reliable network by Root Metrics for the 16th time in a row, proving once again that nobody builds networks like Verizon builds networks. That's why we're building 5G right. That's why there's only one best network, Verizon. Best and most reliable based on Root Metrics reports from second half 2013 to first half 2021 of 3 operators on all network types combined, not specific to 5G networks.
Just from Sky History, but they've upgraded it and put it on what they call Sky Showcase.
Nice.
Which is work for Sky One, so that's their mainstream channel where they put all the shows on, say Sky Sports, Sky Drama, Sky Movies, Sky History, and all the best of each channel goes onto the Sky Showcase.
So it's getting more visibility that way.
A much wider audience. I mean,
wow, congratulations, that's good.
And the other thing we've noticed is the commercial breaks are really long now, which means that they're getting a lot of space to sell advertising, which is a good sign. And actually the brands that are advertising are quite high net worth brands. They're not sort of local sort of cheap slot advertising. You know, the global brands that they're using. So that's a good sign. But
what am I reading? What is this? Folger? Thank you. Yes, it is. Thank you. Brownie points for Hamilton.
What was it?
Folgers is great. Go. Brownie points for Hamilton.
Yeah, I mean, I think the first episodes were being repeated something like 16 times within the first 6 days.
Wow, it's great, though.
Whether that means they're short on content or they're really trying to give it a push, we don't know. But I mean,
it's in your favor either way.
What they have said, though, is that the Lost Relic series was the highest rated series Sky History have ever of a program.
Oh, congratulations, you guys. That's fantastic. Now you have a new addition this season also. You have a young lady filming with you. Tell us about her and her role in all of this.
Well, her name's Dr. Janina Ramirez. She's great. She's a really interesting character. She's uber enthusiastic. She's a goth.
Very nice.
Ashamed goth, and she's beyond bubbly. She's infectious. Her enthusiasm is really infectious. I think I enjoyed working with her, and we had a good time with her, didn't we, Hamilton?
Yeah, I mean, she was only with us for a day and a half in total.
But yet she's on the banner, so...
Well, yes, that was a question as to quite why is she taking #1 billing. But no, I mean, she's very nice. She's really good.
I think she has a good sort of edge to her, because it's like you need somebody. Me and Hamilton do what we do, but then you couldn't just watch a show just with us yapping all the time. You've got to have someone to do a bit of that.
We're doing it right now. We're doing really well, actually. So I don't know. Just
good. She is good, and
yes,
you never know how it's going to turn out till you see the program. But I've watched it like everybody else, and I think she complements what we're doing. I don't think.
What is her role exactly? Like, how does she fit in with you guys?
Well, she just does the sort of, not just does, but she does the backup narrative, the visual narrative, and does a bit of research, and while we go out and actually discuss the items, and you'll see it. It's kind of like in the first series when we have experts or so-called experts in some cases. But I mean, it's just part of the format of the show, and she's kind of like, according to the feedback, even before people saw the episode, she's well respected.
Yes, yeah. It almost, when you said that, some so-called expert, Hamilton looked like he was in pain. So when you say so-called experts, so without naming names, did you run into any problems with experts? Yeah.
No, everybody's got the place in the job. We've all done our bit, and we've just got to stop it.
Right.
Stop it.
You're gonna get spanked.
I don't think so.
He's
not
gonna
everybody.
Spank you. He's going to spank you. Careful.
I know, it's really hard. It's really, you can't fix everybody, right? So, but I think it sounds really excited. I'm looking really forward to seeing the series.
You like the it's funny how it's worked out, because we thought when we done series 1, we could have easily, we've got enough stuff to do 10 series just on template. We could easily do 10 part series. And then when they wanted us to do series 2 and wanted some variation on it, we was a little bit confused, but actually how they put it together is brilliant, and it shows that it actually, from our perspective,
I think
shows that
it makes you more versatile. Also, I think the series can go on in many different directions if you're delving in different things. I think was the idea, right? Like, do you find that you're going to? I mean, you have diehard Templar fans. Do you think that's going to take away from them? Like, do you think they'll still tune in?
I think.
What's your feedback?
No, I think it's great, because the first 2 episodes completely fulfilled that. And what happens is the other episodes actually dial in, and it sort of stitches it all together, because usually, when people start getting into history, we're still trying to gain the same locations, the same stage sets, just with different characters playing in different times and different eras, and it's still as exciting and as interesting.
What was episode 2, Carl?
Well, it was both. They're both the Crusades.
Was it?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I can't really go into what the others are because until it's on your TV fixtures, but everything kind of links up in reality anyway.
Right.
And the show does that, and now it's got the same excitement, the same feelings, the same suspense, but with what we do that's slightly different than all the other shows. We actually have the stuff.
Was
we don't go look.
Was episode 2 with Sean?
No, that's episode 3.
Is it? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right. I haven't seen any of them.
Right.
Yeah.
No. Well, hopefully you'll be able to catch them. I mean, I'm really looking forward to it. It's it's a different twist for sure. I thoroughly enjoyed the first series. You guys are awesome.
I'll give you a clue how we went to. Well, I can probably say on episode 3 we went to Short Cathedral, which was very interesting.
Yes.
And then we went up to Scotland, en route to Scotland, and we met Sean and we had a good look around there. So, I mean, that was great.
So what was episode 2 then?
That was 1 and 2 covers going from Venice to Constantinople on 2.
No, it doesn't. Venice and Constantinople's in the same episode.
I think they're on 2. You've got 2 items, haven't you?
The helmet and the sword.
And it covers both places because you're discussing the and the.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not good. Okay, that's not fair.
I can't give you too much, but it sort of weaves back and forth because we did travel back and forward anyway.
Oh, stop teasing, Hamilton. Seriously? That's beautiful. I'm just saying.
Sort of the First Crusades.
Wow, that's beautiful.
I'm confused. This isn't right, Carl. The helmet and the sword are in one episode. So what's episode 2 if Sean's episode 3?
I don't know, but we could do a show and tell, and you could just show us.
He sent us the clips. We could just send you the video if you want.
Did you want the clip?
Yeah, I don't know. Constantinople is one episode.
Well, we've created enough intrigue by the fact that both of us are not very clear about it. I'll have a chat with you tomorrow on it.
I'm lost on this. This makes no sense. We're missing an episode.
Oh, that's just unacceptable.
3 episodes have been shown in the UK, and we've got 2 more episodes to do.
Right. Well,
the next one is to do with pilgrims, and the last one is to do with, and I won't say what it's about because but it's where we went on the border between Spain and France.
Right. Well, episode 2.
Where you got stuck in Spain. Terrible thing.
Wow, that's horrible.
So it was like, if you think about it, there's 3 items you were showing on the the first 3 episodes.
Right. Okay. Well, this is good. Now people can be hanging on the other edge of their seat going, come on. I mean, you guys are all seeing it on that side of the world. The rest of us are just hanging here going, great. And of course, Hamilton has to, flash that sword. So now we're just like, great.
He's a right flashing on the side, isn't he, really?
Oh, yeah. It's just a big tease. That's what it is. Would you like to see my sword? Yes, please.
That's one that
Wait a minute.
To show you his white man.
I love swords. I can't help it. It's like weapons in general. But
I'm glad
I'll leave that right there. So, but anyway, I know it's getting late for you guys. So tell everybody really quick how to find you, and then we're going to let you guys go get some rest.
Or have breakfast, whatever.
Yeah, we're good to go, but you guys are the ones. It's like 4 a.m.
I'll be making another cup of tea before we go to. So, we've got if you go on Facebook, there's actually a couple of fan pages. There's one of our friends started, which is the one we use, And there's another one which is good as well, but they're both very similar. They've both got images of me and Hamilton. And you could look at any, but they're both called Lost Relics of the Night. You can join both.
So that's what they have to go look for, and then they'll find stuff from season 2 as well. You guys keep the pages up pretty good. All the people really are interactive on your pages.
Yeah,
Carl's doing
and
all of that.
Yeah, we put photographs up to let people see where we're going. It gives you a flavour.
Right.
And then we're not really big on Instagram, but we have both got an Instagram account. And what's your address, Hamilton?
On Instagram, I think I'm Hamilton White Original.
You are.
I think that's me. But
You're absolutely original, and that's exactly what it is.
Well, somebody put it up for me. I didn't put it up.
Oh, I love that.
Somebody just told me I needed one. Oh, I'll do it for you. And occasionally I put pictures up, but I don't think there's anything on the program on that is that I'm aware of. I think that's just me.
Right.
I think.
Yeah, you get
and mine is it's all lowercase, so it's Carl Cookson.33, and that's a funny one because people say, "Oh, have you got any? Is that related to the 33 degrees in the orders?" And it's not.
No, it's all I can get. Right.
What did he do? Did he do that symbol, or is it that what they're all doing?
Yeah. Zeppelin. Yeah, right. I know.
Oh my God.
I'm with you.
We're just ordinary blokes. We're not part of any clubs or anything like that.
No.
Just everyone's out
Go
there.
to secret societies. You just do what you do
I
and
probably
find the
won't
good.
go to church, and I'm in a secret society. So
Right.
that's where we're at. But anyway, it's been brilliant speaking to both of you again.
Oh, thank you. It's fun with you guys.
You too. It's been so much fun.
We'll record the next one. How about that? So it'll be like normal hours for you. Does that sound good?
Yeah, cool. However it comes down.
Or your audience who listen. And of course, we can't forget Folger's coffee, can we?
Can't forget them at all. No. I know. We should just send you guys cups because you're regulars now, so you just have to start using them.
At least have a 3 years supply of Folger's coffee.
I don't even have that yet.
Come on, Folger. Have just some coffee over.
He does watch the show. Just saying, they do.
Yeah, they do. They do.
We want to hear coffee.
Do you remember when the first time you were on and we came up and we said Folgers in your chalice? They freaking loved it. That's why I milk it. Yes. We all love it. So.
Maybe you can do a collaboration, with the chalice, the obsidian chalice, and Folgers.
Put a little pasty Folgers on it, just a little piece of paper. There we go. Big chalice.
How does Hamilton White drink his coffee?
You do really cheesy, couldn't you? You could have like people on fires and saying, "Don't get roasted, get Folgers."
That's right. Go see.
That's good.
You guys being all creative with it now.
Oh my gosh, you're giving it away. Take it easy.
I know. There we go. I love it.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, everybody gets brownie points. We'll record it next time.
I opened, I can't remember what it was, but I opened a bottle of wine the other week and it's got the Jerusalem cross on it.
Oh, look at that. I like that. Out and out.
Comes up everywhere now. I've got one there.
Very nice. There we go. Up close and personal. Well, hopefully we weren't too intrusive, We'll have to blame the British gal for the real personal one. So I know I'm gonna take credit for it.
We were lucky. We didn't get questions like, well, Joe, we did an Unplugged with Joe, our producer, and he was very careful. He sorted through all of the questions. He said, don't worry, I've got all the bad ones aren't coming forward. I'm like, what do you mean by bad? He's like, all the personal ones aren't coming through. I'm like,
I'm not talking.
Maybe you could do a dark web version of your show, and you could go into the sort of the real bad questions, you bring them out.
Do you
Or
know
maybe
how
you guys
hard
should
it
interview
works
us.
to give this image?
That'll
Oh
be
my
fun.
gosh, can you
You guys
imagine?
could interview us in one show. That'll be
That'd be
hilarious.
entertaining. Yeah, okay, we could give that a go.
We could give that
Oh
a go.
boy.
That would be entertaining. Yeah, we could certainly do that. Yeah, we could dream up some good questions, I'm sure.
Oh, I'm sure you could. See, we're team players. We could take it as good as we give it. Believe me.
We'll give you one. We'll give you a segment. We'll give you like 30 minutes.
She's like, I'm not talking any more than that.
On the
I
rack.
hate being interviewed. But yeah.
I'm used to it.
It's always because
I know how to
sometimes the
just
questions
slide
get
in and
too
out of
personal.
every answer. Don't want to answer it?
Yeah, they're just
Slide out for that.
We'll call that 30-minute segment Amelia and Michelle on the rack.
Real?
Do you know what the
I want a
rack
rack.
means here?
Well, I mean,
Do you know what a rack means here?
I got a rack.
Okay, because
But a real one.
Bodies of torture racks. That's the kind of rack we're
Hey,
on.
A friend of mine
a
who is
rack
currently
here is a chest.
That's right. That's why I said I kind of have one, but yeah. But a friend of mine who's deceased now actually bought the entire torture chamber out of Nuremberg Castle.
Oh, wow.
So I was filming a segment with them, and she goes, "Oh, would you like to see the newest edition?" And his fiance brought me down, and she goes, "I go, yes, absolutely." He wanted to talk about relics. This guy had things that would blow your mind. Anyway, I said, "Yes, I would like to see that for sure." So I didn't know what it was, and they're filming me, and we walked down to start, corridor. There's an electric chair sitting on the left. I'm like, okay. So we keep going, and then they turn on the light, and I looked, and I went, I don't think they got the reaction they were hoping to get. Like, I went, oh, you didn't tell me you had a playroom. That was it. Cut. Just like,
Too much 50 Shades of Grey going on over there on that side.
I know.
Wow.
No, it was spectacular. You do not see stuff like this every freaking day.
Wow.
It took them a few years to bring it into
Oh
the
my
country.
God. Is
I've
that
got a
your
proper
collar?
torture collar. Yeah, that's a proper Catholic torture collar from the Inquisition.
I don't even want to say how I do that, but anyway.
Spectacular.
Yeah.
That is incredible.
Or turn that into a
Is
necklace.
it cold? Is it cold when you wear it?
It's like, how would I know?
Should I ask Carl?
I don't wear that.
Yeah, you won't be able to get it off. Don't do that. No one's next to you.
Yeah, but no, that's the proper thing with lots of little spikes on the inside.
Wow.
But the idea was that it just rubbed your skin and it just cut into it. But actually, even the little bit where the lock goes, it's thoughtfully made in the shape of a cross.
For them.
It's a spectacular piece. I mean,
Yeah, very good piece that is.
Where's your flash pliers?
Hang on.
Yeah, these are good. These are pulling flesh off corpse, off bodies. Actually, these are amazing. These. You've got like a crocodile.
Yeah, I don't know how well
church.
you can see these, but these are torture flesh pliers designed just to rip chunks out of your arms or legs.
Wow.
I mean, they're big old things. You can see if you look at the size of my hand, comparing them to that. But it's actually, the little thing is shaped like a crocodile, so it's even, or a dragon. So it's sort of just designed to
Yes. Oh, it does. It has the little eyes in the nose. Look at that.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, again, from the time of the Spanish Inquisition, or when it was just simply, go and torture your fellow man because he's not Christian enough. Well, that's a nice attitude, isn't it?
Get me started. That's a whole other
very
show.
Christian attitude, just saying.
Yeah, it's just a whole other show, But no, it's fascinating. They definitely were creative. That's for sure. I know another friend of mine's got an entire collection of different torture instruments from. His family comes from one of the Scandinavian countries, and he's got a friend who's got a museum there. It often comes across like unbelievable pieces because I mean they just you can go metal detecting and a lot of this stuff just turns up. It's crazy.
The thing I find interesting about torture machines or torture tools is the creativity that those people had in the day to come up with these bizarre, ruthless. I mean,
I'd use a different word. Wow.
What kind of person do you have to be to do something like that? And how functional would you have been in society, really? To
Probably
be
quite normal.
Yeah, I mean, it's mind blowing, isn't it, when you look at them?
It
the
is.
horrors that they inflicted on people. It's just, you can't even imagine how you could do that to a human.
Very barbaric. The
Yeah.
human race is the most barbaric race of anything on the planet. As much as it can be good, it's just so barbaric. You know, again, whole other show. Yeah, I'm gonna behave right now. I'm gonna lose my sponsor. So, I know. Okay. So with that being said, go back just jolly us. Thank you guys for joining us and doing the show and tell and answering the questions. You guys are really patient. You're really good sports. I have to say. So
It's been good. Thanks very much again.
Yeah, it's always easy.
And,
thank you. It's so much fun.
yeah, it was a challenge getting, you both on in the same place. Carl had StreamYard narrowed down and Hamilton's like, nope. He gets on Skype and Carl can't get on. I'm like,
that's because Hamilton needs a new iPhone.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just not interested in technology. I mean, my phone is, I don't know, 6-7 years old. My laptop is even older.
Right.
I'm just not interested. The
but
phone.
you can get on Zoom. How do you get on Zoom when you can't get on StreamYard? StreamYard's more basic.
I can't do anything. So if I need something putting on my phone, somebody has to do it for me. I can do absolutely nothing, and I'm not interested enough to learn.
Right.
There's a possibility that someone could put StreamYard on your phone for you.
Well, I can ask.
And we could do the next one pre-recorded on StreamYard. Because then you can, if you want to share pictures, you can share them during the show on that one.
You can't do that on Skype unless you just show it up and go.
We can have a talk about this another day.
Yeah, I mean, I simply can't do it, and maybe my phone isn't even compatible. I can't answer the question. I don't know.
Oh, it would be. If you can download Firefox on there, you'd be good. All the phones have Firefox, and it doesn't have to be Chrome. Anything, any Microsoft
Internet
one works.
Explorer works.
It just doesn't like Apple for whatever reason. It just doesn't like Apple. So
no,
it's,
it's because
some of us love
because
it.
they have antivirus. Yeah, but it's all got to do with their protection of their software. That's why you have to use Chrome.
There we go. See, technical answer.
Okay.
Anyway,
sometimes I get them once in a while.
There we go. But guys, thank you, and I hope you have a good slumber. And I think we're going to be seeing you guys again. Da, 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 da. I'm going to go over there to
Sounds like Joe now.
November 10th.
Yeah. Let me write
November 10th. Prepare. Yes, prepare. We'll do what we'll do is we'll record it first and then it'll air on the 10th if you want to
get the rack built.
It's okay then. You do that, sir.
Oh boy.
There we go. Pictures. So, all right, guys.
What?
Thank you.
Good night.
You'll catch up.
Good night, everyone.
Catch up soon.
Good night. Thank you.
Bye.
Good night, guys. Well, we have come to the end of another fantastic segment here on the Outer Realm. Totally unplugged, unexpected, you name it. It was a lot of fun. Thank you to everybody who tuned in. And again, apologies on the slow start. It was really difficult. There's a real time difference between us and our friends and guests from the UK. And sometimes it just does not work out the way we need it to. But again, big thank you to Carl Cookson and Hamilton White. They're good sports. They really let us, have some fun with them tonight. They're really good guys. Thank you to Joe for being very patient and getting us all up and running. Huge thank you to Folgers Coffee, of course, for sponsoring the show as always. And definitely got you guys some good promo tonight. Please remember to stop by the International Public Radio and subscribe. while you're out there, head over to Facebook and find us on the Outer Realm and give us a follow there, please. And thank you. Want to contact us, please go to the Outer Realm Contact at gmail.com. The Outer Realm Contact at gmail.com. Tomorrow night, for the very first time, we have Dr. Kimberly McGeorge joining us. She is very versed in everything from the paranormal, cryptozoology, ufology, ETs, you name it. She's got it. Looking forward to see what she's got for us tomorrow night. Until then, Amelia and I bid you good night, and we thank you. See you tomorrow.
With MailChimp, you get more than a URL. You get an all-in-one marketing platform to help drive sales with things like data-driven recommendations and powerful automation tools. Get started today at MailChimp.com/smartmarketing. MailChimp, built for growing businesses.
Anyone can be ready for back to school. But with Staples Connect, you can be more than ready. Like, I got everything on my list and saved a ton ready. Staples has everything you need and more for the new school year. Just visit your nearest Staples store or go to staplesconnect.com for inspiration.